Welcome to another little 30-minute with Celine Ross, me. I am an educator for Janome, Canada. So Christmas is gone, and my pin also. Christmas is gone, and I want to show it to you because this is one of the things I want to teach you today. It's hard with the camera, huh? So Christmas is finished, and I really hope you had nice gift, nice Janome gift. And if not, well, one last chance for the new year. You know, here in Montreal, we in Quebec, I should say, we celebrate the 31st and the 1st also with gift, you know. Not always, but this happens. So I wish you other gift, okay? I will switch the camera, and today, because we spend a lot of money, okay? Because we spend a lot of money, we're going to use all our leftover of thread. I think you call this scrap thread or threadies leftover. All this, it's the year end, and we're at the end of everything also. So let me switch the camera. I'll remove my name, okay? And look at the bucket. Look at the thread. And it's thick, you know, it's dense. So this is what we're going to use today. I remember a little while ago, I told you I would show you a few things to do with it, and today is the right, it's the occasion. So what you saw on me it's a pin I made, okay? So it's a pin, and this is Janome champagne thread, okay? I use different techniques for all my samples here. You can do pins, you can do applique, you can use organza, you can use tulle, you can use a plastic, whenever they ask you, or the project asks you who tells you to use mylar, and let's say you don't have mylar in your house, well, thread is the best thing to use, okay? Okay, so every time you sew, put them there. Even wool yarn, I should say, even a little yarn, but don't leave them thick like this here. You'll have to, you know, when we work, we throw them in the bin, okay? But when we do a project, we separate them, huh? That's what I'm going to show you. What do we need? We need a design, just the outline about. The outline and a little bit inside. Let's take this poissantia, I hope I'm saying right, okay? So I did the pin. Look at this, all with my leftover. I use here organza and organza. When you use organza is dense, huh? It's a woven, while tulle is more open. The fiber is open. This one I use organza, tulle. Organza, plastic. You see, Janome in a globe here. Janome sews all over the world. Huh? This is thread from all over the world. And this one I had, I'll tell you later on, but I put too much. It was too thick. You don't need to put a lot of thread. You don't need that thickness. But it looks good, you know. See the in between the bump. It's cute. It's cute. Okay? I made a coaster just before I made the French live. So I use tulle on the coaster and cotton as a back. This is what I'm going to do after. And another coaster. So you see the difference between tulle and organza. Okay, if it was white organza, you'll have another effect. And I reduced by 80%. Yes, you see the difference in between. Where those designs are coming from, I took this from Creative Kiwi. It's a free design, and she calls it Thread Waist Lollipop Coaster. It's cute. It's cute. It's something. You know, you're going to have a party on the 31st at midnight, and everybody will ask you, where did you take that? How come you have this great idea? So it'll be the perfect evening for to use those thread. Okay, here, see the difference between tulle and organza. Organza is more dense. Depends what you want to create. Today we'll use tulle, okay? And the plastic, you know, plastic is for, you're aware of this, it's on the floor. Okay, so you know those plastic, thick plastic for a tablecloth or any kind of project, okay? So you thought that was messy, yeah, but it's not messy, it's just for fun. I bend it to show you that I accumulate, and this is here in my sewing school. Same thing in my house, because I don't only sew here, I sew everywhere. You see, Janome gift again now. Janome fabric. I really hope you had some as a gift, you know. Okay, I'm using Janome scissors. And I'll talk to you about it later, okay? Today, I start a little bit because I don't want you to see everything I'm doing to lose time, because 30 minutes, it's fast, huh? So what do we need? 2 layers of soluble stabilizer. And I am using the S9, Skyline S9 today. Why? Because I send Creative Kiwi design through the software that comes with the Skyline S9, which is AccuTools S, and I send it Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi with the software, but Wi-Fi also with your iPad and the Janome application, the free application. Okay, so this is what I used to send the design. I didn't change anything in the designs. Okay, and I'm just following the steps. If I put the color, this is what we're going to do. There's 7 change of color, but I didn't change color. I won't change color. Put it this way. Okay. Okay, so what I use here is just, you can use cotton. If it's for, you don't have it, you can use a felt, whatever, it's no problem. This is your base, you know, your base. So I'm following the steps. So the first step was the placement line. Second step was I put my fabric and the second straight stitch, then I cut all the way around. I use those Janome scissors. They're curved. They're from the kit, you know. They're curved. And when I cut around something round like this, it's wonderful. Wonderful. And I use those tweezers. I like them. I use them, the Janome, because I can pick my thread this way. It's a little bit messy, this technique. So when this is finished, I need to add some thread on it. But the design is, the foot is there. Okay, we have a function on the machine. Let me grab. Okay, so the function is I can ask my machine to move the hoop to be free to work. So I'll back up and you'll see when I'll touch this, you'll see the hoop moving. Look at this. Okay, now I can work without a problem. I'll put the light, with my luminous lamp. Oh, I really hope you can play with this. So, I hope you will have one, or you have something. You have a luminous lamp. That's what I should say. Sewing, translating, teaching, working, and my hand and the light and the camera. Oh, it's a lot for me. Okay. If it goes over the line, no problem. We have scissors. And then I will apply my tulle. Okay. Over. I will say, okay, you go. And start. So you be careful with your fingers, of course. And you let go. No matter what, I'm not far, with my hands, just to make sure. Okay. So I'm okay. Once it's stacked, I'm okay. It's a bit messy, you see, but we're good cleaners. So next step is the spiral. Okay, let's go. And I am 800 stitch a minute. I can go, this is not, this is straight stitch. So don't put it too thick. Don't put too thick of thread, of leftover thread, because you're going to have a problem with the stitch, the loop at the back. And you see, it's very well digitized. Really creative Kiwi. You can buy designs, but this one was free, and she has often free design. I say she because I think she's a girl. Okay, almost finished. Okay, tulle is still there. Okay, the next step is around. So I need again to move my hoop. I will tell my machine, bring my hoop forward, and I'll cut. So I'll remove. I hope you'll see well, maybe if I do it this way. Okay, so I don't bother with the thread. Whoops, I have to start somewhere. Where is it? Let's start here. I'm just cutting the tools. I don't bother with thread yet. Don't clip your sewing thread or your embroidery thread, because then it doesn't hold all your threads. Okay. Don't cut the stabilizer neither. And then now I can remove those threads. When it exceeds, what am I doing with them? Right in the pot. So we save all of them. So I'm just cleaning all the way around. We'll have a zigzag here for the coaster, okay? So, okay, clean. And if there's some that come out from the zigzag, it's easy to pull with the tweezer. You need a little vacuum cleaning after after this project. Okay, almost finished. Just this here, so I'll pick up with my tweezers and I even used this one was thick. I even use thread from the serger, the chain stitch. Oh, you want to go fast and it's not going fast. Okay, let's say it's okay. Last step. Okay. Again, one more time around to make sure that everything is inside the seam. This one I made green. And now it's the finishing, will be the zigzag. Okay, so you see, next step is the zigzag. So I'm gonna let it go, and it'll be finished almost. So 2 thickness of soluble, water soluble. See the zigzag all the way around. So well done. Really, really, I like these. And I want to see something. Okay. I want you to see, because I'll tell you when it's finished, how flat it is here. You know, nothing is puckering or weaving. I'll tell you why after, okay? While the machine is sewing, we have 3 minutes to go. I'll talk to you about the machine doesn't come with this case. This case is blue. Blue for Skyline. Skyline is blue, and it's optional. So if you didn't have the right gift or the gift that you want for Christmas, well, Santa Claus has one more chance to repair or to give you what he missed. So this is optional, and you have 3 level of casing to put all your Janome or your Skyline S9 tools. And you know your machine is coming with AccuTool S software and how to study your machine. It's just, it's short, you know, it's not a big class. Okay, and again, I hope you work with your with Janome bobbin saver, Janome magnet. I hope you also had Janome gift. You remember those ribbon? The ribbon that we decorate with another optional foot, and the Janome, how should I say, kit. It's more than a kit, it's a case. It's a case. You see, tulle is really, look all the thread on it. You have to clean it good. You know, usually it's not like this. It's just for the show. I bend it over to show you. Okay? And here, what's going on? Well, the machine is, I'm blowing to put the little dust. And if you see, you say, oh no, look at the thread here. There's more thread. There's too much here. Well, you can hold them and remove them. Cut them, you know, before the zigzag. But if there's some after the zigzag, I'll show you how to pull them, because there's just a little bit of thread, huh? Look how nice it's done. 2 more minutes, 1 more minute. When we're waiting, 60 seconds is long, huh? And I'm 800 stitch a minute. So If you don't have mylar, don't worry, scrap thread. I say scrap thread is waste thread, or also on the website, some websites are selling Christmas threadies or any animal. You know, this thread, this technique is outlined. That's it. That is an applique. Like here, what did I do? I just drew over an image in the software around, and that's it. I fill it up and then I cut all the way around. Just for fun, I pretend this was champagne. Just for fun, you know. And then by hand, I sew the little tag. Here, it's a red work. Red work, Poissantia for Christmas. That's it. Look at this. And I sew by hand another pin if you want. Okay. Also, I'll tell you after this. I'll explain when this is finished. I like what she does after. She always protects the zigzag with another stitch. I like that. It makes it secure. And it's finished. Finito. Okay. So now I prefer to cut with the hoop. This is me. Okay? I prefer, because it holds all the way for me. You know, it's holding good. And you see the curved scissors are they're should I say practical? They're useful, yeah. Oh, yeah, you don't see, huh? Okay. Two layers of water soluble. Almost finished. Done. Okay, I'll tell you more after, but I want to explain this to you here. So, why is it's not weaving or puckering? Because I always make sure, this is thin, very thin, or organza is thin, organza, what else, tulle is thin. So this comes with Janome machine. If it doesn't come with Janome machine, well, you can buy them separately. It depends which model you have, huh? But these are lanier of polyurethane, like caoutchouc. It's in French, huh? Caoutchouc. I'm not sure. But a rubber. Okay. So these are thin slice, and I stick them in the outer hoop, inside, not in the inner hoop. You see? Hold on, I'm coming with, you see? Inside the outer hoop. For sure, in your corner, nothing will move. Guarantee, you know, the tension of the thread with the round corners, it'll hold the fabric, but here it'll be slippery, especially when it's longer. Not too bad. And, you know, I glue them just over the little, I not glue them because it's sticky. It is sticky by itself. Hold on, maybe this one here. See, it is, see how sticky it is? Okay. So I insert them inside my other hoop. So nothing will slip because it's long. It's very important, especially on a longer hoop. So if you don't have them, if you don't find them, you know, sometimes people say, I had this in my, with my machine. What is this for? Well, I have to say, maybe you should turn on your or read your instruction manual, because it tells you what it is, okay? So this is rubber, okay, polyurethane. One thing I wanted to let you know, these, I told you why I like them. Also, you see, when you cut, you have curve in a way. You see, this curve is inside, or this one you see better. The curve is inside. Look at my scissors, follows the curve. While here, I'm changing my way of cutting. You see, I follow the curve. So inside, outside, they're really helpful. Curvy for or applique, or just to cut. It was really helpful here. Okay. Okay, so now what do I have to do? Oh yeah, this is what I want to show you. So when you have a little bit of thread coming out, pull them. If they don't come out, if they're sewn, don't clip the thread. Just come closer. Don't clip the zigzag thread, because it's finished. You cannot repair. You can't repair. Some piece of thread are easy to pull out, and if you can, you clip them close without, being very careful. This is thicker here. Maybe I shouldn't. I see it's thicker. Okay. Look how clean it is with leftover. So for sure I have to wet this to melt it. And if you don't want to melt, if you say it's too much, well, come closer without being very careful with those round scissors. Look at this. It's really, that's the right tool for this job. Don't clip the green thread. Clean the underneath. So another coaster. You need coaster to put your champagne glass. Okay. Okay, so I told you plastic, tulle, organza, tulle, organza, tulle, and this one here is an applique. So when you don't have the right color to do the applique according to your fabric, so why not using your leftover thread? It's a good, it's another option, okay? So I just did a regular applique, but you make, not mistake, you make test, okay? I didn't iron it yet, okay? You make test. I put tulle over it. I digitize. I was teaching a class last week, and I showed them how to digitize 2022 with our embroidery hoop, our P hoop. Okay, it was a class in my sewing school. So 2022, but I use red here. We don't see well. It wasn't the appropriate color. So I just did it on top here to show you what was the design, what we did as a design. And remember, underneath the tulle or the organza, not a big thickness of thread, because you're going to have a bad result at the back. At the back here, there's no problem. Okay? Okay, so I think we saw a lot. You saw the optional bag, accessory bag, Janome bobbin holder, your Janome magnet, your Janome fabric, your Janome thread, your Janome scissors. You remember the ribbon we did, your Janome sewing machine, which is the S9, Skyline S9. Absolutely Wi-Fi, total Wi-Fi. And I use to do this project, it's small. So I use the smallest scoop, which is the SQ14A, but minus A. You know, the small A, not the big, not the capital A. Okay, it's for another machine. Okay, so S9 is a sewing machine, an embroidery machine. Also, it's a complete unit. You remove it. You remove if you want, but I always leave it there because it's convenient when you have. It supports your, even when you sew, it supports your fabric, and it's not hard to use. You just have to say yes, I'm sewing. No, I'm doing embroidery. So you can leave it there. There's oops, sorry. Oh, yeah, everything is in the way. I just want to show you. Look at the nice bed you end up when you close it while you're sewing. Okay, so it's two machines in one, but it's true and not true. Well, it's true. It's two machines in one, sewing and embroidery, but also the machine has many functions. You can quilt, you can do home deck, you can do your garment, you can do your little coaster that I showed you. You have your rubber lanier, and I'll change my screen. Oops, okay. My luminous lamp, yeah, it's in the way. Okay, so just a few more days. I'm sure your sewing room is not clean yet, so keep all your thread in the basket. I wish you your few last days of 2021. I wish you health. I wish you happiness. I wish you love. I wish you what you wanted. But most, I wish you a good 2022 year of sewing and embroidery with Janome. So thank you for watching, everybody. Happy New Year. See you next year. Bye-bye.